Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead Cande Roth. We're looking at more rain, hopefully not as heavy as yesterday. Rain on and off. You might have a dry spot here and there, but it continues through Saturday afternoon, Candy.
I can't believe what you're telling me. I'm supposed to go to the city and have a day with Evan, and now you're telling me it's going to rain.
When? What day?
Saturday.
All right, so the first half of Saturday, no good. The second half might actually clear up from what we're seeing.
Maybe I'll go a little later in the afternoon. I don't know.
Yeah, now I will tell you, Sunday looks gorgeous. You should change it to Sunday.
I'll see if I can.
Or actually, maybe you keep it Saturday. The city might be empty. Just wear a poncho or something. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, it's true. We'll work it out, I'm sure.
That weather, we have to do a couple minutes here on the weather yesterday. And let me just say this. During part of it, like at 3 o'clock or so, Leah and I were driving to the tennis facility in Blue Point. And not only was it pouring and the roads starting to flood, but there was a bolt of lightning in front of us. Leah jumped out of her seat. I had to grab her shoulder, and I'm like, listen, the safest place to be, if you're going to be outside, the safest place to be is probably a car. You got the rubber tires. Meanwhile, I didn't even believe what I was saying. I'm like, please, let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I fell asleep to the rain. It was raining. I love that soothing sound. Turned the TV off and fell asleep to the rain.
I know you love that.
I love it.
I love it also. I do. But yeah, I happen to be out for part of it. The flooding, the traffic lights, the train crossings. I mean, there were problems everywhere.
The city got flash flooded. A lot of people were stuck. It was crazy.
Yeah. By the way, side note, goes without saying, we announced it on social media yesterday. Dublin Deck tonight canceled. They have pushed that off. We will see everybody next Wednesday.
Yeah. It's supposed to rain all day.
Yeah. So that is off if you're planning on coming to Dublin Deck. There is no band. There is no DJ Salty Jim. We're not going to be out there. Yeah, and then, so sitting in the tennis place, right, and the pouring rain is coming down, and then it continues afterwards, and then there was like a second wave of it later in the evening. I mean, it was one of the most brutal rain days we've had in a long time.
The weather has been crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts.
You think Mother Nature is trying to tell you something, or?
Well, climate, change, I think, is trying to tell us something. It's been a very, very, I think, the hottest summer on record here. I don't know if that's correct. But
No, really?
I think so.
I mean, I know it's been maybe steadily, right? It's been warm, like, all throughout, but we've had some summers where, like last summer, a couple weeks, it was 100 and something degrees.
Yeah, but we've been consistently hot. I'm telling you, look it up. I swear. I think it's one of the hottest summers in record here.
By the way, not that I don't believe you, but I'm in my mind when I think of last summer, there was like a 2-week stretch of 100 plus, and then we had the orange fog. Remember the orange stuff?
That was bizarre. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to ask a weatherman, a real professional meteorologist, because I do believe I heard that.
You know what? I'll text Rich Hoffman and see what happens. And when I get a response, if I get a response during the show, then here, let me we'll see. All right, Rich Hoffman, hey, Cande and I are debating on air if this is the hottest summer on record. Can you confirm or deny? Okay. Let's see what happens, Candy.
Yeah, maybe we'll get an answer. I know I'm right, but maybe we'll get an answer.
He's a great meteorologist, Rich Hoffman from News 12. So, we'll see what happens. So, yes, Dublin Deck canceled. Last night, I'm texting you. My father could not get over the fact, do you know, there's someone who works in traffic reporting and in a department that you've been in for a long time.
One
Her
of
name
my
is,
very, very good friends.
right, Debbie Duhame.
Right.
And for 50 years or whatever the number is, my father couldn't believe he thought yesterday that all these years it was Debbie Duhane with an N.
Oh, no, no, no.
Right. He says he used to listen to John Gambling
Oh,
and
yeah.
and that's he thought it was Duhane. I get whatever.
Yep.
But I said no, it's Duhame. So now he wanted to know where the emphasis is. It on the do or the
And
hame?
I'm like relaxing, and I'm like, how do I text what the emphasis is on? This is how you spell it. I said it on the air multiple times. Leave me alone.
All right. So you say it's Debbie Duhame.
Right.
Duhame. You put the
Debbie
do.
Duhame.
Emphasis.
Debbie Duhame. Debbie
Oh.
Duhame.
Oh,
Debbie
so
Duhame.
So the emphasis is on the hame then.
I
Okay.
know.
All right. Listen, I'm trying to get the answer for my father. All right.
Duhame.
I still. All right.
Duhame. Which
It's-
reminds me of a very funny story back
Okay.
when Sandy was here, the terrible storm.
Yes.
We're all staying in a hotel for our safety.
2012,
Our
right?
cars-
2012.
Correct. Our cars got flooded. Debbie and I are in this room. Bernie is there as well, another traffic reporter. And the first floor got flooded. I was already on the second floor, but everybody had to move up a floor to get out of their rooms, and we all bunched, banded together, whatever. And there was a guy there that was a little off with his mother, and he kept saying, "Is Debbie Duhame in there? Is Debbie Duhame in there? Debbie Duhame?" And we laugh to this day. What a story that is.
I have a picture of you from that day grabbing a rope and being pulled through water.
Hate that picture.
You sent it to me.
I did, but
You are pulling yourself through water holding
Yep.
a rope.
correct.
Yeah. It's a great photo.
Such fun.
I'll always have that over you, always.
Oh, you are not alone.
All right, Candy, let me lighten the mood here. This will be fun. As Bubby to Maeve,
Yes.
you're going to need to know this. A professor in the UK came up with a formula for the best children's song. And this is what they came up with. They said it should be somewhere between 60 and 120 beats per minute, have a marching or swaying rhythm, and repetitive rhyming lyrics. It also has to be in a major key. You don't want it to be in a minor key. That could scare some kids. And the number one song, not Baby Shark, it's Radio Gaga by Queen.
Look at that. I'll have to sing that to Maeve next time I'm there.
Yes, and then also on the list is We Will Rock You by Queen and Single Ladies by Beyonce is also a big
love
one.
it. We were doing Babaloo. I'm teaching her how to drum. So we were drumming and babalooing, and she loved it. She was laughing. Did you see the you don't follow Jackie on Instagram. I don't know if Casey put it up as well.
What's
They
that?
put up a video of Maeve trying to put this thing like a hat on Elsa. And Elsa is just laying there and she keeps trying to get the hat right. Finally, she gets the hat right. She breaks out in this laugh that is so hysterical. And then Elsa gets up and leaves. But she tolerates her to do whatever she wants. I love it.
Yeah, I don't see the video, but yes, Elsa the cat has been very good in respecting Maeve as the princess that she is.
Unbelievable. Lets her
Yeah.
do whatever she wants. Never goes to scratch her. Never meows at her to stop. Nothing. She just lays there. And then as soon as she gets an escape, out she goes. But it's very funny. I'm going to try to send it to you.
Please do. That is good. Candy, coming up, special song at 7:30. Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment, 8:12. National Days and Good News Stories, late 8 o'clock hour. I'm also going to ask you a couple of things like, would you want to go to the dentist if it was done by a robot? We will discuss, right? I have another scent for you. Yesterday, told you about a perfume company doing a puppy scent for the dogs. I have another one for you for the humans. We'll get into that. And what is so interesting about August 7th? There is something that is not good about today. It is the number one day out of 365 days of something that is not good, and we will tell you what that is coming up. So just beware. Yeah, get ready.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That and, of course, everything else that we have going on this morning with the rain on and off. The next 4 days, it's not stopping. Let's hit the roads. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.